Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into round number 8 of the Ride365.com Nationals powered by VersusPC.com. 450 class on the track. No consolation race tonight. We're jumping right into it. Chris Riesenberg, Aaron Hemphill, and myself, Kellen Brauer, in the booth tonight. And here are the 450 standings as they somewhat currently run. Chris, give us the real rundown of what we're looking at, though.
34 points out front, thanks to our statistician, Devin Davis, for lining it up. It's Jesse Mullins leading the way. Tyson Fresquez in the number 2 slot. Adam Holm sits a long ways back in third. James Armstrong, Jack Haley, Chase Blakely, the General, Race Carlin, Cameron Lee, Devin Davis, and Kevin Verzaka. Top 10 in the standings coming into the moto. Qualifying for Millville. Should be interesting, a lot less time on the track, and Kyle Robb takes the top spot in qualifying. Tyson Fresquez right there with him. Those guys 2 seconds faster than Jesse Mullins in the 3rd spot. Huge gap. We'll see if Kyle Robb can run up front with the heavy hitters of Fresquez and Mullins. And Fresquez, I believe, has always been pretty dang good at Millville, and this year looks like no change for him there as he's hauling the mail.
Yeah, pumped on that. You got some moto option keys to the moto for us here this one, Chris?
Throw big whips because the jumps are pretty sweet. So that, and then the big roller coaster down the locomotive rollers coming down Mount Martin, trying to hold it on, go fast, and not eat crap is going to be a key. And of course, the sand rollers can't make a mistake going into those. Not as important on this 250, but still important here on the 450. Get a drive out of the turn and let her eat so you don't lose speed. And of course, VersusPC.com, one to watch. Let's go with VersusPC.com. FamMX rider back racing with us tonight, Jeremy Shipley. Nice to see him back in action. Let's see how he can do on the number 39 machine.
All right, well, you mentioned Mr. Tyson Fresquez being really good at Millville. We're going to watch him on the start. It is time to go racing 450 action at Millville. Are you set, Aaron? Are you set, Chris? I'm set. Let's go racing at Millville.
You're also drunk.
Huge shot for William St. Laurent coming right up. No, he had the jump by a mile and then misshifted or something. So down into turn number 1, it's the number 1 of Jesse Mullins. August Sanders in tow. Devin Davis cartwheeling across the track and is down as he had a 3rd place start going.
Oh, bummer for Devin as Mullins getting the whole shot might be a disaster for the rest of the field. Mullins, as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, has a big points lead to work with right now. And Fresquez did get a good start. He is up in the mix right now. He is in, well, actually, he must have gone down because he is no longer in this group, but his teammate Armstrong is.
Oh, Sanders cartwheels out of the number 2 spot. He's down in the Millville rollers. The Armstrong goes into the 2 spot. Fjellberg up in the 3 spot, and I guarantee we're going to see some big whips out of the number 3 ever good rider.
And here is Fresquez buried in the pack, so he must have had a slide out or something.
It's a name I kept always messing up.
Meanwhile, Mullins leads this thing. Armstrong is in 2nd, so Armstrong is the lone hope. Fresquez has his teammate on the Team Volca machine to get in there, ruffle the feathers of Mullins before he gets away with this thing.
Oh, and Armstrong is down, so Fjellberg going to go to the 2.
So Fjellberg into 2nd. Meanwhile, Jack Haley and Seth Jones, Motorad, running up front. That is the, I don't even know what number it is. Yeah, obviously a rookie.
304.
So
Seth Jones been riding amateurs this year. Jumps into the 450 pros, and he's about to get a dose of the front of the field here. See how long he can stay up there. So he's going down Mount Martin. He's down. Jack Haley's going to inherit the podium.
Down now.
He's tumbling down Mount Martin.
Keep an eye on the 4th place rider, Kyle Robb, fast qualifiers. He's railing around the outside, back to the inside of Haley, puts Haley on the ground. And wasting no time to go to the front to try to chase his buddy Mullins down. He's going to have to get through Fjellberg first.
These 450 guys, no slouch on this track. We saw several guys running below the 215 mark, which 250 guys weren't even getting close to, as Mullins is going to come down and lead the opening lap here.
Oh, Fjellberg's down in 2nd, so Kyle Robb into the number 2 spot. 10-second gap at the end of 1 lap for Mullins, but Kyle Robb looking feisty. The pass that he made on Haley says he is not waiting around. He's confident in going to the front. Oh my gosh. Back in about the 9 spot, I saw Zach Easter, Reed Young, Alex Carlo, and Jared Seidhoff throwing the biggest dualies ever.
I'm sorry I missed that. Zach Easter, never heard of him. 898, privateering it up though, inside of the top 10 early. And that is
Zach
Alex
Easter.
Carlo with him. Jared Seidhoff, who did not race the 250 class tonight.
I was just going to say, Zach Easter is another one of the rookies coming up out of the amateur ranks, and also an amateur moto guy himself, actually one of my Race Tech Rippers, former amateur national champion at the Las Vegas Arena Cross Finals. Getting it done here in Sim. Not getting it done in front of his buddy Alex Carlo, who just ripped around the inside of him, going into the 8th spot in the sand rollers. Nice battle here, though, going Easter, Young, and Carlo as they're coming to the catapult section.
Speaking of
Nice
battle,
and choppy.
there's just an absolute freight train of riders behind these guys. There's so many people in this group.
Oh, more dualies.
Well, Chris, take a shot then.
Shots. Actually, James Armstrong, who was up front earlier, as well as our first PC1 to watch, Jeremy Shipley, are in that train of riders as well. And right behind them, Tyson Fresquez runs in the 14th spot right now.
So Fresquez we saw get a decent start, but then drifted backwards, and this is a disaster for the championship as we saw it. Fresquez second in the points behind Mullins. Mullins leading, Fresquez having to come through the field as he gets around. I believe that might have been Blakely on the ground.
That was Kevin Frazaka.
Oh, Frazaka, Blakely's teammate.
Him and Easter got together at the top of the hill, and at the bottom of the hill, I believe that was Easter laying down. So yes, it is. The 898 of Easter is now out of the top 10. And Shipley is on the ground now.
Fresquez passes Body Parker to get himself into the top 10.
We're 2 away from 69.
Body Parker needs to update his number. I don't believe he earned the number 15.
1 away now. Come on, people. Get 69 viewers.
Probably not. We got 69 viewers and Aaron's all pumped about it.
We're at 68. Get me 69. Come on. Oh, no, never mind. I went to 70. I missed 69. Damn it.
Meanwhile,
we have a new leader.
Yeah, change
at
up
the
front. Kyle Robb is now leading this thing.
Tripling around that corner. Wow. There's probably where that lap time came from, or at least part of it.
I'm going to go on board with Mullins because this is about to be a good battle between teammates.
Maybe. Kyle Robb ran a 2:14 flat. Mullins 2:15.6 last time around. Kyle Robb is on fire right now. Somebody call the fire department. Get the fire extinguisher out.
Oh, Mullins absolutely throwing down going up the hill right now. Trying to run down his teammate on the 23, the defending champion, defending 2-time national champion Jesse Mullins.
Oh, Rob made a mistake going into that triple face. He jumped a little deep. He's going to lose a little bit of speed, but, man, he's kind of leaving Mullins right now.
Yeah, Mullins is really trying hard to push the pace here.
Gilbert's staying right with him. Adam Holm not far back either. These guys are definitely pushing at the front. I mean, it looks like they're hot lapping.
Mullins, a big mistake, able to corral it together, though. Didn't lose that much time either.
I don't feel like Kyle and Jesse are worried about winning this race. They're worried about just absolutely laying waste to the field. Running the fastest laps that they can, trying to one-up each other.
That's a good point, because I was kind of just thinking, I wonder if Jesse is at all upset that someone is just kind of beating him right now. Mullins all year long has been pretty much the fastest guy on the track, even though he hasn't always been at the front. Right now, Rob is obviously wailing on him right now. 14s, 2:14.3, 2:14 dead is his best lap right now. Mullins
and I
can't do anything about
guarantee
it.
they're in a chat together, probably laughing and talking crap to each other. Keeping it very lighthearted is something that they're very good at doing. As well as Fresquez, it seems like the good guys in the game are able to do that better than most.
Let me ask you this, Chris. Is it amazing to you? I mean, we saw this in Supercross because we had limited qualifying, but these guys got the track today. And to see how hard they're riding the track already, isn't it just It's kind of unreal.
I feel like part of it is this layout in general, though, is pretty flowy anyway. So, other than this section right now that Mullins is going through heading into the catapult, which is pretty gnarly rough, the rest of it flows pretty well. So that I feel like it's easy to pick up. And these guys are unbelievably talented. I mean, week in and week out, we see them. They run near their fastest laps only a short time into it. As Mullins a mistake, that's going to allow Rob to open the gap even more, and Fjellberg just gets sniffing at that number 2 spot.
Yeah, Fjellberg's actually riding really well right now.
He had a good Southwick too. He's coming back into his old self, and sideways is the old Fjellberg that we know.
Yeah, Fjellberg was in chat earlier tonight, and Aaron was kind of baffled by what Fjellberg was talking about, but this is the man, the myth, the legend, the Norwegian former champion of this series.
So always butcher his name.
And he throws dirty.
Oh, what a save at the bottom of the hill for Fjellberg.
Yeah,
he's reeling in Mullins right now.
I was going to say, I think he actually gained time on Mullins doing that, all sorts of out of shape, and actually kind of cut the track just a slight bit. And he's on Mullins now. But he's just going to throw dirty. I want to see Fjellberg on the finish line coming up here, because I think he's about to get upside down.
And backwards all at the same time. He might just go all the way around, because it'd be easier than bringing it back. Oh, and we have a new leader again.
Yeah,
Kyle Rob getting up from a crash.
Rob went down.
Three-rider battle for the lead is now on.
All right, let's see Fjellberg on the finish line.
Oh, he made a mistake coming into it.
All right, what's the next big jump? The catapult?
Yeah.
Still gets kind of dirty on the double after that. Meanwhile, Rob is going to have to go back to work on Mullins.
You know, Kellen.
Oh, Mullins down. Mullins down with the lead, so suddenly this battle for what was kind of the battle for second is now the battle for lead. Fjellberg going after Rob.
Update on Fresquez, he's up to the 6th spot, so he is working his way through the field. Next person in his sights will be his teammate, James Armstrong.
I might be wrong in saying this, but I think all of these guys were teammates on the Moto Option EVS team at some point, right?
Are you talking the top 3 guys?
Correct.
Possibly, I don't know. You're the Sim Dictionary here. Or Almanac or Thesaurus or something along those lines. Encyclopedia, dictionaries. I don't know, some smart kid stuff.
I'll tell you what, though. Fjellberg is throwing dirty. He got upside down on the catapult. Rob getting a little sideways in front of him, but Fjellberg's still just throwing dirty. I still so badly want to see him on the finish line jump because he's so good. Rob is starting to pull back away from Fjellberg. Mullins crashed his way back into 4th. Adam Holm, the chemistry major himself, is running in 4th. Looking saucy. Armstrong is in 5th. Fresquez all the way up to 6th. The last time we checked in on him, he was in 16th. Right now, he's running in the 6th spot.
I feel like I just said that.
You did just say that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I am already that drunk.
I know he's drunk because he keeps playing with his tongue every time he goes silent.
Yeah, my tongue's a little numb right now. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, I just said Fjellberg made a mistake, so he's falling completely off the tail of Kyle Rob. 2:13.8 lap time that time around. Kyle Rob is definitely leaving enough heat here in the Minnesota summer to heat up the whole winter. I don't think that they're going to have to worry about anything the rest of the year. That didn't really work.
I don't know, damn. Chris. How hot are Minnesota summers regularly? You live there,
I mean, it's been hot as balls this past week, so.
Well, my balls have been pretty hot this week, so.
Like 85% humidity and stuff, you know, it's pretty nasty.
And how hot? Like temperature?
90s. Sometimes hundreds. I mean, we get into the hundreds.
That's about roughly what we get out here during the summer.
Except it's dry as all fuck.
Well, sometimes in East County for you.
Yeah, it's like an old woman's vagina.
Hey,
like
we're not the Weather Channel here. There's a dirt bike race, by the way, boys. Reel it in. Oh, Kyle Rob needed to reel that in, and he did not. So guess what? Fjellberg's gonna go around him. Maybe.
Is this the first race Fjellberg's gonna lead since like 2014? Maybe. He just threw dualies with a lapper.
Well, I was just going to say that the reason I was trying to reel it in is these guys are into some heavy lappers already, which is going to definitely mix things up. The rough track, limited time on it, and lack of depth here in this 450 field, I believe, is going to make lappers a huge issue here at Millville.
Yeah, here comes Rob already back into it after crashing just moments ago.
Oh, man, if you don't want to watch that, the battle for fourth is on. Right now, James Armstrong working on Adam Holmes, sending it down the inside. They're about to be side by side going up the mountain.
Who's got the drive? Holm around the outside has got a better drive, but it's going to be side by side. Oh, backflips! That was sick. I have to absolutely take a shot at some point for that. That was ridiculous as Armstrong made the pass, but Holm...
You finish the bottle. That's what you do.
No, I can't do that right now.
Holm didn't even care about the position. He wanted to have some fun. I like it a lot.
Battle for the lead is still on, though.
Joining that group. I don't know what to watch because this battle is insane. Holm throws backflip. And Fjellberg versus Rob in lappers. What are we watching, Kellen?
I'm watching this battle for the lead because Fjellberg and Rob just threw dualies up front.
Who said they're going to make you drink tonight?
This is battle for the lead going on right now as they get around Josh Mertens. Or is that
it's Mertens. 101.
Oh no, that would that'd be Matt Model on the 101.
Yes, sir. It is Matt Model.
Oh, Fjellberg mistake. Rob down the inside takes the lead, and Fjellberg went to the ground.
Now Mullins is going to be on Fjellberg, maybe past him.
What was that joke, Aaron?
I said Rob robbed it from him.
Oh, Aaron, he's punny.
Oh, Mullins is down.
Oh, Mullins down in the sand.
I can't think of anything for Mullins right now. It'll come to me eventually.
Fjellberg still second. No pressure from Mullins. Meanwhile, speaking of pressure for Mullins, Armstrong isn't that far behind him. Neither is Adam Holm and Fresquez. Fresquez in the mix. Fresquez and Mullins battling for this championship. Fresquez almost unanimously voted the greatest MX Simulator player of all time a year ago. Trying to make this championship interesting.
Holm just trying to win one of these dang things before the end of the year. He's been oh so close a few times. Giving chase to a couple of the highly touted Team Volcom riders. And Kellen, look what time it is. And I'm going to put the pressure on you as James Armstrong absolutely cartwheels off the racetrack. 15 minutes down, 15 to go, and that means time for the Race Tech Top 10 rundown. And Kellen Brauer, run us through it.
Alrighty then. Well, leading this thing right now is the Prime Designs graphics machine, the one and only 23 of Kyle Robb, your fastest qualifier, and he is killing it. Right behind him, though, number 3, former 250 MX champion of Dennis Fjellberg, the rider out of Norway. It is early for him. It's roughly, 4:18 a.m. for him, maybe 5:18 a.m. in Norway right now. He's still doing a good job, running in second for the Evergood crew. Jesse Mullins is in third for Prime Designs Graphics, the defending and two-time defending national champion, looking good on the number 1 machine. Fresquez is trying to run him down, though, in fourth. Tyson Fresquez on the number 21 Team Volcom machine. And he's trying to gain points back on Mullins, and he could do a lot of damage here if he could get up front and maybe win this thing before this is over. Behind him, though, the chemistry major himself, Adam Holm on the Architect Yamaha, number 192. Like you said, trying to just win one of these dang things, and he's going to tail Fresquez to the front if he can. Armstrong getting off the ground, and he is in 6th. James Armstrong, number 33, Team Volcom. Tyson Fresquez, his teammate, was ahead of him. Now he's behind him. He's in 6th. In 7th, your reigning 250 national motocross champion, running all the wrong numbers. Number 1 on his back, number 22 on his bike. But he's actually number 20, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Jared Seidhoff is running in 7. Oh, he's number 17. But he's running 22 on his bike, number 1 on his back. Jared Seidhoff is in 7th for Prime Designs Graphics. In 8th, the Canadian sensation, number 59, riding for absolutely nobody because he doesn't have anybody in his name. Reed Young, putting in one of the motos of his year so far. Behind that, Jack Haley. He used to live in India. Now he lives in El Paso, Texas. The number 15, or I'm sorry, number 26 of Jack Haley, Relaxed Tire Suzuki, is going after Reed Young on the 59. And not too far behind that, wrapping up your top 10, is Alex Carlo. He is normally number 66 for Evergood, but he's running a number 15 machine with a number 66 on his back. So at least he's got one thing right, unlike Mr. Jared Sidehop. And that has been your top 10 rundown, brought to you by the fine folks at who, Chris?
Race Tech Suspension and Engines. And while we're on the rundowns, check back to the number 16 spot. We find our Versus PC, a one to watch. Versus PC Fam X rider Jeremy Shipley, as he lays into the side of William St. Laurent. They both have to try to get going in the sand and have no momentum to do so. Now we can go back to the front of the field to find Kyle Robb with 16-second lead and a 2:14 last lap around. Kyle Robb is laying wood to the field. Battle for second is on. Dennis Fjellberg, Jesse Mullins about to come to the line. Dooley.
Oh, Fjellberg always throwing it. I love it.
2:25 lap time for Fjellberg, so that would be why the big lead has now stretched out for Kyle Robb, and now he has Mullins all over the back door. And if these guys don't watch out, Fresca is ripping behind them, putting the consistent laps down. Oh, Mullins.
Wow, that was a save and a half.
He is definitely trying to push the pace to run down Fjellberg. Let's see what goes on here in the sand rollers. Mullins going to go for the 3-3 line. Doesn't get the last one, but definitely got a little better drive.
And it's going to go back to the other side of the sand rollers, as Mullins still not quite able to get to Fjellberg just yet.
No crap. It just came out of the oven, fool.
Doolies again as they head up the hill off the Catapult.
Kyle Robb, 8.4 seconds in front of these guys now. They're really pushing the pace in the 2 spot. Mullins to the inside.
Oh, almost side by side. Fjellberg fighting back. Dang, these guys are just throwing it back and forth across the track.
Wheeling up the hill. Mullins really getting the power to the ground.
20 minutes into this thing.
Wow, Jesse's sending it down the hill right now. Is he going to be able to ride this out?
So, talking about sending it down the hill, look at Fjellberg down the inside, almost getting all out of shape and still able to hook the inside rut.
Mullins all out of shape as well. He actually backsided a rut at some point. Now he's stuck on the bail. He's got a big gap over 4th place, but he's lost track of the 2nd place rider, and I think he probably missed a timing gate there would be my guess as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. Although Fjellberg got hung up with a lapper, that is Ethan Parks on the 84.
Holmes moved back around Fresquez into the 4 spot.
Put my phone
hey, here's a battle of a couple of old.
Oh, Holm goes down. Fresquez is going to get back by.
Still hot for you?
You were saying, Chris?
Well, wow. Okay, a couple of buddies. I was going to say something, then guys crashed, but there's, check out the 14-15 spot. A couple of buddies battling it out. Versus PC, one to watch Jeremy Shipley and Brady Stanley on the 2-2. They got nasty dualies over the old Catapult. Shipley rails around the outside. Let's see some dualies up the hill. I don't think Shipley's even going to make the triple. Oh, yeah, he is.
You doubted
Whips
him.
for days. I forgot these guys are on 450s. It's not that hard.
Yeah, the 250 guys are definitely stretching that triple. 450 guys pretty much just able to send it whenever they want as Stanley's off the track.
Speaking of sending it, Brady's sending it off the racetrack. I believe that looked pretty intentional.
Kinda.
I mean, just saying. Keep an eye out and see if he does that next lap as well. Then it would confirm that was intentional. Oh, Shipley is down.
Yeah. Off the bike and just getting going. Still, though, in 15th, roughly.
Oh, we almost had a battle for 3rd between our championship guys, but Fresquez just absolutely destroys himself over the bars and off the track.
Holy cow, he's
so Adam
way off
Holm
the
goes
track.
by again. He actually endoed in the beginning of that corner. That's how far he flew. He had to go back to work again. Kyle Robb looks insane right now on this track as he's trying to get around. I believe that's Chase Blakely, who will not get the hell out of the way.
Oh.
What an idiot.
I'm going to go on board with Rob for a lap here and take a look at this while you talk about other things.
We don't have to talk if we're going on board, right?
Fine by me.
We're on board. Where's the flight attendant at? I need my peanuts.
So on board with Kyle Robb, let's take a look at the lap around Millville here. With the one and only fastest qualifier, Kyle Robb.
Oh,
I'm going to jump into your onboard here a little bit as now, of course, as the battle, it's still developed. James Armstrong putting the pressure on Jack Haley, and now they're both laying, not off their bikes, but backing up in the turn trying to get straightened out. I think Kellen fell asleep over there.
No, I'm here. I just am mesmerized by this lap that Kyle Robb is putting in right now.
I mean, you can watch it. The battle's not that good.
Well, if you say so, then.
I think Kellen just needed an excuse to not talk. A little mistake there from Rob, but recovers nicely.
He was cramming his mouth full of food, too, so he didn't want to be rude and chew.
Coming down to the line, Kyle Robb will run a 2:18.5, which isn't even close to his best lap, but it's still ridiculous.
Legs off.
Down. Yeah, Fjellberg might get there.
Well, it says a 2:15.1, but 2:13.8 for Rob. Wow. Another 2:15.1 for Mullins, so back-to-back 2:15.1s. Mullins trying to drop the hammer. Dealing with some lappers here.
I was unsure.
Holy Mullins through that S-turn insanely fast.
Yeah, he just like bounced to that inside rut and then hop back across the track. No big deal.
So much confidence about where he's putting his bike. He's definitely one of those guys that can hit a 6-inch line time after time after time. That's why he's so good on the rougher tracks. Thread the needle through the bumps.
Mullins certainly does look...
Oh.
Ooh, that was...
Saw Cameron Lee coming back onto the track. I believe that was Lee.
Yeah, that is Cameron Lee. That's kind of weird. He's 20th right now. Going
Oh,
a lap
mistake
down.
from Fjellberg.
Oh, Mullins gets by.
Fjellberg gonna try to fight back, but Mullins carrying a really good pace right now. We're 27 minutes into the moto. Down the mountain, Mullins is pushing it so hard. Oh, he's teeter-tottering.
Yeah, Fjellberg looks
That was
like...
Rob.
Oh, Rob down. Oh, change for the lead almost. Rob gets it back. 3-rider battle.
Planted himself into that rut with authority.
The 23 of Rob ahead of the 1 of Mullins and the 3 of Fjellberg all together here.
Part of me thinks that Mullins is probably bummed that Rob actually crashed because I think he has a heater going on and probably wanted to see what the lap time would be. But Rob is screwing it up all kinds of ways right now as he's all over the racetrack.
Yeah, Mullins had to miss the rut. Fjellberg tries to get an inside line, can't quite get there. 3 riders locked together 28 minutes into the moto.
2:17.3 even with a couple of fakes going on there. Although I think the track's racing well as far as battling, not a lot of places to pass on this track. Kind of one line, the way the layout, you're always kind of turning and shaving the insides of these corners. Doesn't leave a lot of openings for passing. Oh, Mullins has a little better drive into the rollers. If he can get this triple. Oh, he had to get a little high in the air. Lost the drive.
It
actually allowed Fjellberg to close up.
It almost looked like he kind of got... Oh, Mullins up and over the bars. I was going to say Mullins looked like he kind of got like... You can't really do it in that section, but cross-rutted, where it pitched him sideways and then kind of caught and then sent him straight up because of the compression of the suspension doing that to him.
Mullins was like a mulligan. There we go. Thought of one finally.
Oh, Aaron's coming up with the puns.
You have to step up your pun game a little bit, bud.
Sorry, Kellen's better at the punny.
I'm not good at puns at all. It's all Chris's deal every week. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I'm the one that annoys the crap out of everyone with my stupid puns.
They don't annoy me. I laugh half the time.
That's because you're drunk 20% of the time.
I read your YouTube comments sometimes.
20% of the time. You read my YouTube comments. What is that supposed to mean?
I said sometimes. Not the ones you make, the ones that people post on these videos. You know, when we upload our streams.
Yeah.
But someone in the chat said they should be sanding the hardwood floors, but stream is life. That's priorities right there.
I'm all about it, man. If you're gonna watch my stream instead of sanding hardwood floors, then
sanding hardwood floors.
You're the man.
For our master bedroom, so it's done before my wifey has our second kid in a few weeks.
Well, congratulations on the kid, and I hope she's still your wifey when you don't sand the floors.
That means she's gonna bust his ass a few days from now.
You ever had that problem with your wife, Chris? Didn't sand the floors in time for the kid?
Not that one specifically.
That kid or that wife?
I'll leave it at that. Oh, I mean, I have a kid due any day now. So.
Yeah, you got mini taupe number 2 or number 4 on the way, huh?
Quattro.
Jesus.
Quad up.
Quad up.
Oh, Fjellberg was down.
Yeah, Fjellberg on the ground, so Mullins gets back through. Still no sign of Fresquez making any headway. How about Adam Holm, though, the chemistry major, going to work?
About to do an experiment to try to get around Tyson Fresquez.
I like that one.
Have to try some new lines here.
Kellen's just throwing his hands up in the air.
I want some cookies.
Party in the USA. Sorry, wait. He did a Y, so someone's got to do an M.
He did it all for the cookie.
I did it all for the cookies.
You know what? I'll get you a cookie. Oh, and he's
Adam Holm losing touch with Fresquez quickly, though.
We're 31 minutes in. That means we're probably a lap and a half to go right now for Kyle Robb.
Is this going to be the first moto win in like a couple of years for Robb, if I'm not mistaken? It's not over,
Once again, I'll let you handle the facts.
You'll let me handle the facts, Chris? You sure? You sure you don't want to jump in with the facts?
When it comes to MX Simulator results, Devin's racing, so he can't do it. So I'm going to leave it to you. No one knows more than you two.
Are you sure?
Well, Devin might not be racing. He could have quit by now. Let's check on where Mr. Davis is.
I think Devin and I need to have an MX Simulator off someday.
Devin laid down on the track real quick to look up some stats for us. You couldn't have a knowledge off, though, because no one would know the questions to ask or the answers to them.
What type of questions are we doing here? Because I can think of some very gnarly ones.
I don't think we need naughty ones. I think we need factual ones.
I said gnarly, not naughty.
White flag should be flying here. I'm going to watch when Mullins goes across the line to double check that. Yes, it is. White flag is out for your leader. Kyle Robb. Ryder Robb.
The first kiddo came the night I put the crib.
I think it's been about that long, Chris, since Rob's won that we called him Ryder. That was a while ago.
Dude, he's got that triple dial.
Yeah, Mullins gets pitched up in the
with
air.
speed.
Kyle just kind of floats over it.
Wow.
Lappers down everywhere. Holy railage. Let's watch Kyle on this last lap because
Yeah.
he is freaking sending it.
I think I need to go on board with him again. He's got a 13-second lead, so really it's nothing to lose. If he crashes one more time, he'll still get up ahead of Mullins.
Yeah, he's going for another hot lap. That's just Kyle's personality for sure. Throwing her sideways for the ladies.
Sure, the ladies. All the ladies that watch this.
Dude, there's a lot of ladies in the crowd, and there's some hot ones. I don't know, you just ride around and you'll see them.
Chris, I don't play this game, so yeah.
Well, Kellen can show you.
I think Kellen's too lazy for that sometimes.
Man, this is unreal to watch Rob. Like, not even hitting that inside rut that everybody hits, but still doesn't look like he loses even a tenth of a second there.
Yeah, I tried to put a lot of bumps down that hill to slow it down, but Kyle obviously didn't listen that he's supposed to slow down.
No.
Holy railage around these corners. The locomotive has the setup just dialed in. Yeah, he's definitely hot lapping. You can tell
that's
right there the way he just hit
ridiculous.
that corner.
He just kind of popped around that. The rear tire just planted. No big deal.
Oh, please no one be down in the last turn. Kyle is on a burner right now.
Either way, burner or not, Kyle Robb has put in one hell of a moto to come around, and Kyle Robb is going to win his first moto of the year, a 2:13.3, resets fastest lap of the race on the last lap. That was ridiculous. Mullins coming down is going to take second.
Oh, the battle for third is not over. Lapped rider in between them, but Fjellberg is not safe. Fresca is going for a last-ditch effort.
And
Fjellberg goes wide and lets him go.
Yeah, Fjellberg just let him go.
Says, hey, I'm not in it for the championship. Tyson, old rival of his, but friendly rivalry, obviously.
Well, they were teammates a couple of years ago, if you remember, so rivals or not, they definitely...
what team was that?
Barry Motorsports, maybe?
Oh, Adam and Taylor's team. Jesse types in chat, I see you, Dennis. Adam Holm looks solid here in fifth. The battle for sixth is on, though. Haley and Armstrong.
Oh, yeah, this is a good battle. Armstrong trying to hold off. The Thunder from India, Jack Haley.
Well done, Thunder from Down Under. Oh, no, quick.
Oh,
Haley
right her
try
down.
wide line. Yeah, that's
Haley,
not gonna work.
oh,
Sends
didn't
it,
know
but-
where to send it.
Yeah,
I
Armstrong
think he was
going
going
to
to
take
try
the
to
spot.
double down. Side off, not bad on the 450. Getting running around here in the 8th spot. Nice ride for Kevin Frizaka. He's had a good second half of the season here so far. BPC Husqvarna.
Reed Young looking at the top 10, but it's not over yet. Stanley's still within reach.
Wells our versus PC.com one to watch. Jeremy Shipley running in the 12th spot right now.
Oh, down.
We're going to one to watch him crash and give up a spot to Alex Carlo. Davis is actually down behind him. He was the rider behind Shipley. He drops all the way back to the 15 spot.
Yeah, something tells me Davis and the Forums are going to be awful comfortable with each other tonight.
I mean, they already were earlier today and actually all week with the Loretta Lynn's event going on.
Yep. Coming down to the
When
line,
aren't
though.
the Forums and Devin Davis as well?
Oh, Alex Carlo and Shipley to the line. Carlo misses the finish line, and he's going to get passed by a buttload of people, including Devin Davis. Carlo gets 15th after almost getting 11th. St. Laurent a lap down, waiting for cuts.
I'm a little rage quitted, that's what I want to know.
Waiting for cuts. Let's see who's still coming here. 33rd, 34th, Brandon Holdsworth. Front flips down the hill.
Front flipper style.
And down he goes.
Hey, Kellen.
Yo.
That's my golf clap for Peter Light getting 1 point.
I like it.
Sounded like you're doing something else, though.
Then with that, I'll see you guys for Moto 2.
Alright, well, we are waiting for cuts to come in. Got one more guy to go. Oh, Billy Kunitz is still on the track. Well, I'm going to not wait for cuts because Billy Kunitz is a minute away from finish this moto. I'm going to go ahead and send it to commercial break. We'll be back on the other side of this, so please don't touch that URL bar. Only refresh if you lose coverage. We'll be right back with more Ride365.com Nationals powered by VersusPC.com. We'll see you guys in a minute. RaceFactoryGaming.com would like to thank the following sponsors for their continued support.
Take you a while. We moved.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Ride365.com Nationals, powered by Versus PC. My name is Kellen Brauer, joined by Aaron Hemphill in the booth, and Chris Riesenberg will be back shortly in just a moment. We have got a 450 Moto 2 coming up, and Versus PC one to watch. Let's pick Ethan Parks. Why not? Ethan Parks, Triptez, Moto Gogo's best friend.
Well, Kellen is drunk.
And I just picked his number randomly because I saw him on the list. I'm gonna go way outside though.
Around the outside.
Chase Blakely seems to be in a pretty good spot. Brady Stanley's in a better one. We'll watch Stanley on the start here. 450 Moto 2 coming up at Millville. Who's gonna win it? Mullins had a tough moto the first time around trying to win it, but it was actually Rob who got it as the gate is down in 250 Moto 2. And it was a good start for Stanley. Great start for Stanley. He gets the whole shot. I picked the right guy to watch as Mullins was down in the first corner. This cookie is delicious as Brady Stanley takes the lead.
There is more.
Fresquez in a second. Charles Gable is in third. Good start for Charles Gable. Dago Adamo, Zach Easter up here. Roy Mitchell. Kevin from Zaka Station. Austin Bear with a good start, as that was someone going down, maybe Zach Easter on the ground. And here is the Versus PC one to watch. Ethan Parks, Triptez, the man himself, with a good start, so he's running up front early. Oh, riders down everywhere. That is Roy Mitchell and Charles Gable on the ground, 396.
Like a traffic jam you see on the 8 freeway. It's all caused by one idiot. But
Stanley's still leading. Meanwhile, Fresca is giving chase. Trying to go into the lead quickly. Oh, battle is on. Number 22 versus number 21. Number 1 and 2 on the track. Number 1 and 2 in your heart as well.
You sure about that?
Fresquez versus Stanley. Who's going to win this one?
Where's Fresquez from again?
Fresquez from Ogden, Utah. Brady Stanley from Victoria, Australia.
And the Mormon state.
Yeah, but
Unfortunately.
a lot of weed passed around there as Fresquez goes down the inside and takes the lead. Fresquez leads the opening lap here at Millville Moto 2. Stanley back to second. Dago Adamo, the rider out of Argentina, runs in third. Kevin Zaka is in fourth. And Ethan Parks, I picked him as the Versus PC one to watch. He is in fifth. Jesse Mullins is in sixth. Austin Bear is seventh. Cameron Lee is eighth. Reed Young is ninth. Mike Strelo is in 10th. So Strelo, according to Devin Davis, had 0 practice on the track today. The San Diego native is in 10th, though. Charles Gable 11th. Roy Mitchell 12th. Jack Haley 13th. Devin Davis is in 14th behind his teammate. Jared Seidhoff in 15th. Trevor Doyer on 16th, Chase Blakely 17th, Dennis Fjellberg finished third in that first moto. He is 18th, Armstrong 19th, Alex Heckman is 20th, William St. Laurent 21st, Jeremy Shipley 22nd, Jake James 23rd, Adam Holm 24th, Alex Carlo 25th, Buddy Parker 26th, August Sanders, and finally 28th spot for lonely old Kyle Robb. Finally makes a pass into 27th, now 26th actually. Or no, 27th. Yeah, Kyle Robb, 27th. Now 26th. Moto number 1 winner, Kyle Robb. Trying to work his way through the field. He's trying to find him that whole time, and he is buried. Meanwhile, Stanley's still leading this thing. Well, now re-leading this thing as Fresquez must have gone down, so Stanley leading again. Fresquez going back after Dago Adamo. Right now, Fresquez is bringing Kevin Frazaka with him.
We're gonna have a pounding headache tomorrow.
I'll have a headache as big as the Empire State Building, my friend, but that'll be okay. Because it's all in good fun as Fresquez now kind of sprinting away from these guys a little bit, but not quite able to do anything about Brady Stanley. Lap number 3, 5 minutes in. I'll actually go on board with Fresquez 3.6 seconds back. See how quickly he can run down Mr. Stanley. Already got that gap down to 3.2. Let's see if it goes down anymore. Nope, back up to 3.4. Down again to 3.2, 3.3, hovering right around the 3-second mark right now. Now under 3 seconds, so Fresquez making a little bit of headway.
Cellular device.
Down to 2 seconds. Fresquez really pushing the envelope here. And a 2:16.3 for Fresquez as he runs that one. Last time by, he is really tracking down Stanley after that lap. 7 minutes into the moto. And now overall is kind of scrambled. Mullins up to 4th. So probably looking at the possible overall victory, but I think him and Fresquez right now looking at 4-2-2-4 scores. Now Fresquez actually kind of under attack from Frazaka, so I think Fresquez lost a little bit of ground there, maybe had a mistake. Frazaka gets stood up in the sand corner in between the Millville rollers, and yeah, Mullins obviously making a little bit more headway on Fresquez, so Fresquez had a bobble somewhere. Keeping an eye, if we can, where Kyle Robb is. He is in the 20th spot still, so no real advancement from Kyle Robb. Your Moto 1 winner. This overall is obviously going to, at this point at least, go to someone who is running right here at the sharp end of the field. Stanley leading this thing. Had a good first moto, but not quite the level Fresquez or Mullins was able to put together.
I might be a little delayed, but I am back.
Chris Riesenberg joining us back in the booth right now. Battle for the lead not really brewing. Frazaka still somewhat close in 3rd. Adamo going down in 5th. So he's going to cough up that spot to the one and only Canadian sensation Reed Young, it looks like. Yep, Adamo still down. Haley going through. Davis going to go through. Armstrong and Blakely trying to get in there. Davis actually might not get the spot. but he will just secure it. Armstrong now in the mix as well with Blakely. Adamo made another mistake, so lost 2 more spots. Behind that, Roy Mitchell coughs up a spot to your versus PC one to watch. Actually, oh yeah, there he is, Ethan Parks. Timing and scoring took a second to reset. So Parks putting in a good moto. So far, moderately happy with picking him as a versus PC one to watch.
Whips for days from everyone off the finish line, by the way.
I love it as Adamo goes down again. So it's gone from bad to worse already for the Argentinian.
Oh, leader's down, not off the bike, but we have a battle.
Oh man, the 22 versus the 21, it is on again.
What?
Oh, Stanley boner airs and his Fresquez lays it down.
Backflip.
I think he's just having fun with it as Fresquez gets down to the inside and makes the pass for the lead.
Alright, we should see dualies going up the hill here, right?
Somewhat. Stanley not terribly close. But yeah, Fresquez laying it down. Stanley laying it down.
Verzaka really lays it down.
Yeah. All these guys mean business at the front, but they still know how to have some fun.
That's how you say his name. I was trying to figure out the whole time how to say his name.
It's Verzaka. How is it that hard?
I don't know. You know me. I was going to murder it.
So Fresquez leads from Stanley.
Speaking of murdering it, Fresquez is probably about to murder the field now that he has the lead. That'd be my guess.
Would be pretty likely, although Mullins isn't terribly far behind. Roughly, what is it, 15 seconds behind? 22 seconds?
17 seconds out of third, so, yeah, I mean, quite a mission.
Battle behind that, though. Haley, Armstrong, Blakely still locked together.
Wow, I'm just watching through the field here, like at the tail end of the top 10, watching them come down the hill compared to what we saw from like Mullins, Kyle Robb, you know, those guys. Such a difference in pace just going down the big downhill.
Yeah, the top guys have really got it dialed in, figured out their suspension's working great.
They called race tech.
They're able to make it work, that's for sure.
Oh, look where Kyle Robb is. He's still in the moto up to 14th. I'm surprised he's actually still racing. I figured that this far into the moto, with him being this far back, that he would just be out of it, but working on Austin Bear right now and takes the spot.
There is still 18 minutes, Chris.
No, I know, but it's
plus 2 laps.
Past 10 minutes and he's pretty far back, and he's not in it for a championship. No one rage quitter.
There's still 18 minutes to rage quit, is what I mean.
Oh, well, no, I'm not saying he won't rage quit. I'm just saying I'm surprised he's made it even this far. He's battling with James Armstrong, Devin Davis right now, a couple of guys that, I mean, you see at the front of the pack a lot.
Oh,
here's the rage quit.
There are some hay bales there. You're not supposed to hit those.
Well, let's see. No rage quit. He is getting back on the bike, and he is trying to stay in it.
Why would you throw it away after winning the first moto? Like,
because he does not care.
Damn it, Chris. I would hope you would give some encouraging words, but you went left when I was trying to
I'm just trying to provide the viewers some insights, you know?
Alright, fair enough.
Kyle Robb did find himself into a hell of a battle, though. He is stuck between... Well, now he goes around Matthias... Is that Matthias Janis? Who is that?
Mattias. Well, I mean,
Trevor
that's his
Doiron.
name. Dennis having a bad moto, too.
Yeah, Dennis having a rough one. I think Mullins is in line for the overall right now in third. I could be wrong, but I think Fresquez was fourth in the first moto? Or fifth. Was he fifth?
I don't know. Once again, listen to you trying to ask me. I'm in the moment. Once it's happened, I don't remember.
I'm having to rely on you way too much, Chris, but that's what happens when I have one too many bevs.
I think Fresquez was fifth.
Aaron coming through in the clutch.
I have a weird memory.
All I know is Kevin Frazaka is up to the number 2 ride, and that's a pretty dang good finish for him. I know he really wants to get on the podium in one of these things.
Yeah.
He's been close a couple times. I think he's
No.
had a couple fourths, right?
These guys saying Fresquez was 3rd, was it? Oh, no, he did pass Fjellberg at the end, huh?
Well, Fieldberg let him go, so yeah, I mean, he went by him.
Yeah, so Fresquez is in line for the overall right now.
Hey, no need to caps lock it all, okay?
Hey, my shirt says it all, man. Unleash the Fury, caps lock.
You're not supposed to help him.
Oh, snap, it's 15 minutes into the moto, Kellen. It's time for the Tiger Designs Top 10 Rundown. TigerDesigns.net, not .com. Log on. Buy some crap. Tell them Race Factory Gaming sent you. Tyson Fresquez, Team Volcom, leads the way. He's got a few Tiger Designs helmets he's racked up over the years, thanks to his dominating performances in Race Factory Gaming competition. And he leads the way. He's got a 12-second gap over Kevin from Zucker on the BPC Husqvarna. It's Raiders 2000, Chiefs 3000, Kevin for Zucker. Coming around to the number 3 spot, your current points leader, 2-time defending outdoor national champion, hailing from somewhere in the United States of America, Jesse Mullins.
North Carolina.
Running in the number 4 spot, hailing from Australia, riding for System Decal, probably not riding his team bike, it's Brady Stanley.
He actually is.
Running the number 20, riding in the 5th spot, riding for BPC Husqvarna, it's Chase Blakely. Coming at you from El Paso, Texas, aboard a Relaxa Tire Suzuki, the number 26, Jack Haley. Running in the number 7 spot, it's Triptez Vitalmix Honda's Ethan Parks.
Hashtag versus PC, one to watch.
Running in the number 8 spot, riding aboard the number 33 Team Volcom ride, former Supercross Madness Series winner, James Armstrong. Running in the number 9 ride, I think he's from Canada.
Correct.
On the number 59, Reed Young.
His name is Team Canada on the forums.
Riding for Architect. Not gonna find the podium today, but he will find some wet panties after that whip. The 192 of Adam Home. Rounds out our top 10 rundown, brought to you by the fine folks at TigerDesigns.net. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Oh, the chemistry major finds his way into the dirt. Time to change to biology.
Great.
Roy is up to the top 10 spot, and he's probably getting a divorce after this because he's not letting Brina beat him.
Oh! Sabrina.
Oh, maybe he is.
Just exploded.
Now Devin Davis.
Where is Brina? Oh, she's in
DTX3.
22nd.
Yeah.
Raging himself up to the number 10 spot.
Do you think they play like sitting next to each other, Roy and Brina?
I don't want to talk about them playing with each other.
My head went to so many thoughts right there, and I'm just gonna keep
Yeah,
PG.
you're gonna keep them to yourself,
I'm
buddy.
gonna keep PG.
Tyson Fresquez leads this thing still, though.
Hey, there's a battle between Triptez and James Armstrong, sort of, for the 7-8 spot, by the way, to get back on track. Safely, of course. Everyone in Race Factory Gaming competition, please make sure to make safe track re-entries or you will be banned by the Banhammer.
Well, Chris, we talk a lot about the versus PC one to watch kind of being the curse of the series. It has been a blessing all night long as Parks is about to go around Stanley here. I picked Parks this moto, and he's doing fantastic.
I know, and Shipley actually... Oh, James Armstrong just went down, by the way, as Stanley went around him, around Parks. But Shipley actually finished the moto that he was the one to watch, and he is out of this one.
Yeah. Aaron picked Jordan Moxie, the first one we watched. I forget, who did you pick in the 251 that we watched?
Oh, I don't know. Do we need to say again? I live in the moment, bud. I'm an old man. I don't have a good memory.
Almost 20 minutes into this thing, though.
As long as you don't mix your kids up, you're fine.
No real sign of Kyle Robb making any headway. In fact, I think he's gone even further backwards than the last time we saw him. Yeah, he's now 15th. Still running absolute burner lap times, 2:15.8. But doesn't mean anything when you're this far back right now.
Battle for second is slowly starting to bunch up a little bit as Mullins is making a little headway on Kevin Frizaka. Blakely and Haley going at it for the 4th and 5th spot. There we go. There's a battle on the track and let's watch it.
For some reason, I feel like these guys hook up a lot, but I think they've only been in the same class for 6 rounds now or something like that.
That's not good. That's not good to hook up.
My mind's still stuck in the gutter, dude.
Y'all need to find Jesus.
Never leaving. Oh, Haley, I think's got the line on him. Watch this.
You're gonna try inside, yeah. Get the power down.
They're hooking up, and Haley's going inside.
Oh, man. Lappers everywhere.
Nope, not gonna say it.
Oh, Peter Light gets clipped by Haley's back tire.
They're fighting through the crowd to see who's gonna be the first one to the egg.
Really?
He went there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh, God.
Battle is still on, though. Blakely versus
Haley's just
Haley.
trying to find his way to the rut. He can make the move.
Just hope it's not dirty.
He's going to dive inside here somewhere. He's coming in hot. Oh, he's creeping down right here.
Oh, so many innuendos.
The action is getting hot right now.
And he's doing it slowly.
This really is a good battle, though. Regardless of any sexual innuendos. These two are very close together.
I mean, like, they're like really close. They're basically on top of each other.
If he doesn't find the spot soon, I think he's just going to ram it in there to make the move.
No, Chris, this is where it's went off the rails right
And
here.
he slides
he's
on
going
in.
down the inside.
He finally made his move. It was totally worth it.
It's totally worth it.
And now he's just, oh my God, I guess.
No walk of shame tomorrow.
I was gonna say what I couldn't. He just left Blakely just a mess. Just
I don't know if this is an all-time high or an all-time low for the stream right now.
My cheeks are starting to hurt.
You know it's not bad. You know it's bad when you laugh so much when your abs start hurting.
Well, Kellen's holding his laugh back because if he gets into one of those laughs, he's never stopping.
Yeah, I know. I think we almost got him there.
Well, Haley did get
This
there.
is just continuous. It's just non-stop.
They're just going back and forth.
Even me saying that, it's just continuous sexual innuendo. Back and forth, non-stop. Kellen's almost there.
Oh, Mullins has moved into second by 20 seconds, by the way, guys. Unfortunately, he's 22 seconds off the lead as well. So the top three, yeah, we missed the pass for second, and there's nothing going on. The action is Blakely and Haley. Oh,
I thought you were
man.
about to say that the action is blank.
Well, someone wanted to know the action between Mullins and Perzaka, so they took away our sexual innuendos. So
That is a horrific spelling of Frizaka.
Oh, that's all right. Blakely's singing, "Baby, come back."
Whoa.
And they're going to do it all over again. But this time, Blakely's the one coming from behind.
Jesus.
and he's coming hard.
Oh.
How drunk is Kellen right now?
I'm gonna get some bad comments on this YouTube video from some angry parents.
Kellen, on a scale of 1 to being 10 to being drunk, I think he's probably about a 5.
Don't try this at home, kids.
I'm sorry, but if anything you want the sexual no is look at my name. Broken boner 13. First off, how did that even happen?
That's not his real name.
He was going for the spot and he rammed it in too hard and broke it.
Oh, man.
Hey, let's check in with our versuspc.com one to watch in the 7 spot right now. He's getting some pressure from Adam Holm.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot of pressure, isn't it?
It's not as much pressure.
There's something scientific happening on the track and in the bedroom for Adam Holm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the chemistry major wants to split the atom here.
It's a single atom he's splitting.
Molecule?
Yeah.
Good enough.
Dualies!
Take a shot, bitch.
Nope.
Oh, dualies again. Oh, boo.
It's a double dead sailor.
Oh, Ethan Parks.
He parked it.
Ethan Parks is no longer the versuspc.com one to watch because he was not one to watch.
And then
He did
Adam
not
parked
whip it. He let us down on dualies. He better make up for it right here.
You must dualies. Oh, that was crappy.
Parks is fired. The versuspc.com one to watch is now Adam Holm.
Parks is fired. Parks is fired. He makes a pass back.
Take a shot.
Adam Holm, the versuspc one to watch.
Unsubbing.
Okay, a small one. Very small.
He's taking a shot. He did a half glass, or half shot. Does that make you happy?
Ladies and gentlemen, this race for the win is not over. Fresca's lead is down to 7 seconds. Mullins
like
putting the heaters on. Mullins is trying to finish strong.
I think I just made Hannah matter.
Matter? Like Adam Matter?
You spelled my name wrong. There's supposed to be hyphens in between the A's.
Aaron?
Yeah.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Looks like for the time being that Jack Haley has taken over that 4th spot. So
Yeah,
the Sleigh
kinda.
Fest has ended for the time being.
Adam Holm versus Ethan Parks is still going on, though.
Going on strong. Be okay. What? No. Never mind.
Oh, Adam's got to run.
Like.
Triples up into the outside.
Oh.
You okay? You just gasm?
Maybe.
Oh, Tyson's down.
It's been a while.
In the last turn, here comes Jessica Mullins.
Mullins to the lead, and it is 20. Oh, Fresca's double fall off. The Colonel Sanders rams him.
Oh my goodness. We'll never make it in professional broadcasting.
I think that ship sailed already.
Someone's as drunk as you. That's good, broken motor.
Good to... Oh, man.
Well, Mullins switched up to the outside line in the rollers there. Maybe trying to play a safe line, or maybe he found a new hot line. I'm not sure.
He's about to win the overall at this point, though. He's 1.5 minutes plus 2 laps away from winning this thing at Millville.
Yeah, I said the fat lady was singing earlier when Tyson was out front. I believe I said he was going to murder the field.
Spoke a little too
We
soon.
murdered this commentary, but Fresca is not murdering the field.
No, we didn't murder it. We buried it 6 feet deep.
Something about 6 feet
6
deep?
inches, same thing.
Yeah. Hey, some people are above average, but not a lot.
I don't know what
Mullins
you're
just threw the
talking
huge dualies with Cameron Lee, and he's down!
about. Uh-oh.
New leader again!
Come on, Mullins.
He wanted to throw dualies for us,
Oh,
okay?
he's going up on the hillside. Enduro Man has returned.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That was like the best time ever.
Does anybody like some pound cake?
Wait, Enduro Man is a video on YouTube still, right?
I think
that
so,
wasn't
yeah.
just happening live. That was actually a video.
That was a
with
video.
Butler.
Yeah.
I know it was Butler, and that was here at Millville.
Oh, what? No dualies? Come on.
Yeah, dude, the whole pound cake video.
All right, you're gonna have to put that video in the comments of this when you upload it, because I need to watch it. Enduro Man.
Would anybody like some pound cake?
Oh, it's for Zaka.
Cylinder plays the guy that dies from Monster Energy. Yeah, Chris right here.
Your what hurts?
What?
Does the Monster Energy Supercross? That guy's voice that does the intro.
Oh yeah, David Lee.
Yeah, Chris can replace him.
Well, Kevin Verzaka is about to get replaced on the podium by Jack Haley if he doesn't get his butt in gear. I said he's been wanting one of these things. Well, he can't blow it now. They're at the 30-minute mark. Our leader coming around to get the 2-lap board is Fresquez. Can Mullins run him down 12 seconds back in 2 laps? Can Verzaka hang on for his first podium? The storylines are deep.
I'm sorry, but if you have a 1-inch penis, that's a sad day for anyone. Sorry, broken boner.
There's a race going on. This is not a porno, damn it. Shut up about penises and broken boners and dualies for days, Haley and Verzaka.
Dualies for days. Watch out, here comes Haley's comment off front flip for days.
He stays on the bike. He's still got a shot at it.
Watch out, there's a wild number 728 on the versus PC. I don't even know who that is.
Brandon Holdsworth.
Oh, he's 3 laps down.
Chris, you have like a sheet of names in front of you or something like that, or you just
That's his teammate.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Hey, don't look at me. I don't know this crap.
Yeah, you should though.
I should.
That battle for third has settled down real quick.
Everyone just got
Settled down like Roy and Brina.
Wonder how much love Roy gets after he beats Sabrina in the races.
I don't even know if
Probably
they're
not
actually
many.
like together anymore, but it's never gonna get old. So,
I think they still are.
I mean, I don't know.
Let's hope they are.
Auto number 1 winner Kyle Robb is still in 14th place. Hey, but he hasn't rage quit. I call it a positive.
I am shocked, to be honest. I feel like the only reason he hasn't rage quit is either he really likes the track and is having fun on it, which would make sense with the fast qualifying and good Moto 1 finish, or he's pissed at someone trying to run him down to plow him.
Or it's because we're here.
Man, poor old Christ is Lord 1.
Christ is Lord 1.
Christ is Lord 1 says he hates to say it, but it sounds like we're drunk.
I'm
Well,
actually
only-
not drinking. That's the sad
Only
part
one of
about
us
it.
is drunk.
It
I
only
wish I
takes
could
one.
use that as an excuse.
It only takes one.
Chris and I are not drunk
I'm just
whatsoever.
high on life, bud.
We're just, I guess, weird.
It only takes one.
No, I'm not weird. I'm fucking awesome. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're weirdly awesome, Chris. That makes sense.
I'll
More
just say
awesome
fucking
than an
awesome.
opossum.
God damn it.
Hey, the white flag's out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as I try to reel this thing back in again. Usually it's Kellen that has to reel it in. This time I'm like the fisherman, and my freaking line's about to snap, I think. My reel's on fire. Need some lube. Damn it. Fresquez, hold on. 8-second gap. Mullins has nothing to lose. 17 seconds back to Jack Haley. Verzaka, 2.3 seconds behind him, doing everything he can to try to get this podium.
What's that drink you always wanted all the time at Tristan's house?
What?
There's a drink you wanted all the time at Tristan's house. It was like a Fresca or something like that.
Fresca?
Yeah.
How about a Fresca?
Oh, there you go. That's his new name.
Tyson Fresca?
Yeah.
How about fresh, cuz?
Thank you, Christ is Lord 1. We are awesome.
He put a T in there and he didn't need it. It just needed to say Chris is Lord.
Kellen has had 2 Stella Artois and about 8 shots of Ciroc Peach Vodka, 35% volume.
What about a shot left? I would say finish it, but
No. I gotta save this.
Save it for Chris when he needs to take one.
I haven't had a shot with Chris since 2014, maybe.
I don't even know if you had a shot with me. Oh yeah, you did when you
Yeah, I
got
did.
when everyone came over. Yeah.
Broken Butter wants you to get some Hennessy.
No, it's bedtime after this. Meanwhile, Tyson Fresquez,
He said next week, though.
he's coming to the line, and he's about to win this thing and maybe gain some points on Mullins in the
yep.
championship.
Mullins just went down, so that's over.
Oh, hey,
Here we go.
Haley left Blakely in the dust.
Fresquez coming down to the line in the 21 of T-Diz. Fresquez takes the win at Millville. I'm sure he's going to be pumped about that one. Mullins going to lose some points, but not a lot in the grand scheme of things.
I didn't see how much the gap was.
Mullins is about to lose second right now. He looks like a beginner out there.
He's just barely going to actually hang on over Jack Haley, who put on a great ride to almost get second, but he will take third. Frizaka close at the end will get fourth. Frizaka's
It's
teammate.
2:16.8, his fast lap of the race, and he's going to miss another podium with a fourth. Chase Blakely runs fifth. Stanley, nah, he's probably not striking distance unless Blakely blows it.
Frizaka missing podiums is about as common as Adam Holm missing race wins at this point.
Nice ride by Stanley to get a sixth, though. Holmes seventh.
Chrysler thinks you're going to throw up.
I'm good. Stanley's coming down.
Oh, check it out. We got a battle for 9th and 10th. It's our versus PC. One to watch. Oh, wait. He got fired from that. But we're still calling it Vinyl MX Honda's Triptez Ethan Parks. Straight arrow Leclerc in his way to the number 9 spot. But Dargo Odamo ready to leg punt his ass out of the way. He's got a power dream.
He's going to use some of that Argentinian lag bubble power. Maybe get his way another spot higher into the top 10. Let's see if Parks can hold him off. I think this might be Parks' first top 10 of the season, too. Coming down to the line. Parks has got a good drive down the hill. I don't think Adamo has anything for him into the final corner. And Ethan Parks hangs on. Adamo threw it in there.
Went for the lag punt.
Yes, he
No,
did.
Just kidding. He just went for the pass.
Punt.
Hey, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Team Canada. Reed Young.
Canada has good health care.
Oh, Fjellberg, throw us one more whip, please. One more, Dennis.
Let's see it,
one
Dennis.
more.
Oh, sauce.
Too bad the sign was in the way.
Roy Mitchell.
Oh, Armstrong. Oh, that was close.
Armstrong ride it out. Yeah.
Oh,
Did he?
Yeah.
our view, it looks like he... Oh, he
He
did.
just
He rode it
stopped.
out.
He just
Yeah.
landed and stopped.
He landed on the side of the jump, and he had no forward momentum, but he rode it out clean as can be.
All right, let's wait for cuts to come in. We are still waiting for your guy, Brandon Holdsworth, to finish the race. That's the only guy not to finish.
Oh, we got
and
Travis Hoffman still laying
he's sitting
outside the
upside
gate
down
here.
in the gate. Never even left the line.
He rage quit before it even happened.
Holdsworth across the line. We'll wait for Hoffman to get kicked.
I got that.
And
Cuts are in like Chase Blakely.
alrighty, Tyson Fresquez wins at Millville. Final thoughts, Chris? Let's give us some sponsor love.
I don't even want our sponsors mentioned in this stream.
I don't
Have a
want
good night,
them
ladies and
sponsored
gentlemen.
either. Thank you guys for joining us.
Okay,
One more
sources-
time, round number 8 at Millville Spring Creek National. We'll see you guys next week for Washougal.
Sure. Wow.
Sure. Wow.
Someone thinks you're an idiot, Chris.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Washougal coming up next week. Don't miss it. Thanks for watching. We're out.